Hello students, today I will introduce you with the chapter number 5th of NCERT Mathematics class 8. The name of the chapter is data handling. So student, starting with the meaning of data handling. Data handling means to collect and present the data so that it could be used in further studies to find some results. Let's take an example. Suppose that I am your class teacher, and if I ask that how many students are there whose height is between 120 to 130 centimeter, 130 to 140 centimeter, 140 to 150 centimeter, 150 to 160 centimeter, 160 to 170 centimeter. That time class monitor will not tell me the name of the student one by one. What he will do, he will count the number of students whose height is between 120 to 130, 130 to 140, 150 to 160 likewise. So that time he will tell me the total number of students. That time I can easily identify the result, whatever result I want to find. So what is the meaning of data handling? Data handling means to collect and present the data so that it could be used in further studies to find some results. Now the meaning of data. Any information collected in the form of numbers, words, measurements, symbols or in any other form is called data. Data means we can collect the information by the words, measurements and the numbers or other symbols as well. Suppose that if I draw some stars here and if I ask there how many stars are there, how many moons are there, likewise some figures may be there. Okay, now types of graph. First one is pictograph. I hope that you have already learned about pictograph in your 5th class or 6th class. Then I'm just recalling it. Pictograph. When we represent the data through pictures or symbols, then it is called pictograph. Like, let's take an example. If I asked to a student for counting the different type of trees in my garden, like apples, peach, guava and pear, and student gave me one data like number of trees of apple equal to 30, peach equal to 40, guava 50 and pears 20. And if I want to represent it through the pictograph, so what is the first thing? I have to represent it by one symbol, and I will tell one symbol is representing how many trees. So I can write here one circle represent 10 trees. I am taking one circle is equal to 10 trees. So I can make a table. I can make a table like name apple. So number of trees. So I have drawn 3 circles. Why? Because 10 trees are 30. So I have to draw 3 circles like peach. 10 4s are 40. So 10 10 10 10 because one circle is representing 10 trees. Like guava 50. So 10 10 10 10 10. Pears 20. So I have to draw 2 circles. Okay. Second is bar graphs. In the bar graph, the information represented by the bars, we can also say that these are the rectangles. Instead of bar graph, we can also sometimes we can say that these are the rectangles. In the bar graph, the information represented by the bars of the same width. Width should be same. With equal gap. Gap will also remain same. But the height of the bars represent the respective values. So height can't be same because if height will be same, so that time how we will compare or how we will read it. So like suppose that there is one data and 2003 to 2004 number of students in class 8. So we can read it very easily. 2003 to 2004 the number 100 students were there, and in 2002 2004 to 2005 200 students were there. 2005 to 2006 250. Now third is double bar graph. To compare some data, we can use the double bar graph as it shows the information of two quantities simultaneously. I am taking one example from your book. Suppose that there is one student and I am comparing his marks in 2005 to 2006 and 2006 to 2007 in the year of 2005 and 2006 and 2006 and 2007. So there are the different subjects and I can easily read the progress of the student in different type of subject. Likewise math, his graph is increasing because in 2005 here the shaded box is representing 2006 to 2007, and unshaded box is representing 2005 to 2006. So I can easily identify that in math subject he got 30 marks in 2005 to 2006, but in 2006 to 2007 he got 60 marks. So his graph is increasing. His graph is increasing. We can compare. What we are doing, we are comparing. In social science, graph increasing. Why? In 2005 he got 50 marks, and in 2006-7 he got 55 marks, around 55. In science, graph is increasing. He is doing well. How? In 2005 he got 45 marks in science subject, and in 2006 and 7 he got 50 marks. In English, graph is decreasing. Here the graph is decreasing. How? In English, in 2005 to 2006 he got 50 marks, but in 2006 and 7 he got 45 marks. In Hindi, the graph is remaining constant. Graph is constant because the graph is not increasing or not decreasing. He got 60 marks in 2005 and 2006, and in 2006 to 7 he got 60 marks as well. So why we use the double bar graph? We use the double bar graph for the comparing of quantities simultaneously. Now, organizing of the data. Any data which is available in unorganized form is called raw data. Like this one example is there. It is not in a ascending order. It is not in the descending order. So we can say that this data is in the form of unorganized data. So this raw data is arranged or grouped in a systematic manner to make it meaningful, which is called a presentation of the data. We can rearrange it. We can make some groups. We can suppose that we can write from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, or we can write in ascending order, or we can write in descending order. This process is called grouping of the data. This raw data is arranged or grouped in the systematic manner to make it meaningful, which is called representation of the data. Next is frequency. Frequency tells us the number of times a particular quantity repeats itself. Like suppose that if I take one example, how many times 34 appears in the given data, like 134, second, third and 4. So 34 appears 4 times. So this is called frequency. Frequency tells us the number of times a particular quantity repeats itself. Now let's move to our main topic, that is histogram. Group data which can divide into the equal class interval is called histogram. Like one example is here, marks of the student out of 100. Suppose that I am a math teacher and I want to categorize you after your test, that is how many students are doing very well and how many students have to improve themselves and how many students are in a very poor condition, like they are getting only 10 to 20 marks, 20 to 30 marks. So what I will do, I will categorize them. I will make some intervals. Interval means class size. So like 10 to 30, how many students are getting between 10 to 20 marks, how many students are getting 0 to 10 marks, how many students are getting 30 to 40 marks, how many students are getting 50 to 60 marks, likewise. So I can easily identify that how many students have to improve themselves and how many students are doing very well. So it is a process of histogram, that is group data which can divide into the equal class. So it is a group data. It is a group of students who got different type of marks. So we can divide into the different intervals, and the size of the interval should remain same. Like I am taking 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and in between I can't take that 65 to 70, 75 to 80, 62 to 63. So if I am taking from initial point, if I am taking 10 to 20, 20 to 30, so I have to go for the same. It will be the constant class interval size. Okay. Let's start to count the total number of students for the different groups. First is 10 to 20, but you have to count from 10 to only 19. Why? Because if one student who is getting 20 marks and you are counting into the group of 10 to 20, then again you have to count from 20 to 30. because 20 is written here and 20 is also in the next group as well. So one student can't be in two groups, na? So in first group we have to count the total number of students from 10 to 19 marks. 10 to 19, then 20 to 29. 30 is written here, but you have to count 20 to 29. Here you can start from 30, 30 to 39. 40 will be in the next one. 40 to 49. 50 is written here, but you have to count only 40 to 49 because one student can't be in two groups. Then 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99. Then suppose that is one is getting 100, so we will write 100 to 110. That time we will count the 100 student in the 110 group. Okay. Now, how many students are between there 10 to 19? 20 is written here, but you have to think that it is 10 to 19. Why? I have already told you. So 10 to 19. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then 20 to 30. 20 to 30. One student is there, 21. 30 to 40. 30 to 40 is written here, but you have to count from 30 to 39. So you can count from 30 to 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 students are. 40 to 49. 40 to 49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 50 to 60, but you have to count from 50 to 59. So 50, 58, 52. So 1, 2, 3. You will not include 60. You have to count only 50 to 59. 60 will be the next group. So I have already counted. You can count because if I will count one by one, the video length will increase. So 50 to 59 there are 12 students. 60 to 69 there are 3 students. 70 to 79 1 student. 80 to 89 3 students are there. 90 to 100 there is no student who got full marks, or you can say that 90 to 100 marks. Okay, so now we will make histogram for it. Now we will represent arrange data into the bar graph. So for it, first you have to make two axes, that is x-axis, then y-axis, horizontal axis and vertical axis. Then you have to write the information for which you are forming the bar graph: marks in mathematics and total students. Now here the data started from 10 to 20, not 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So first thing in histogram, if data is not started from 0, here data is not started from 0 to 10, data is started from 10 to 20. So we will make one symbol, and this symbol is called as king. The name of the symbol is king. So if data is not started from the 0, we use one symbol. The name of this symbol is king. What is the name? King. If data is not started from 0, so data is started from 10 to 20. So data is started from 10 to 20. Suppose the data is started from 300, so we will make one king symbol here. Then we will write 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, like that. So I am writing here 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. Now the data is started from the number of students are 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. I can take only class size of 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have to write information about the gaps as well. So these are the required things for making a graph. 1 unit equal to 1 student, because 0, 1, 2, suppose that 0, how many students are there between 10 to 20? So 4 students are there. So we will have to make the rectangle up to the fourth one. So 1 unit is representing 1 student. So we have to write this information as well. 1 unit equal to 1 student. This is called unit. These small boxes are called unit. Okay. So 10 to 20. How many students are there? 4. So 4 is there. Your pencil should be sharp. Okay. 20 to 30. 1 student is there. But it is not 20 to 30, it is 20 to 29, because 30 will be in the next one, 30 to 39, but we write generally 30 to 40, but we will count 30 to 39. Okay, then 7 is here, so we have to write it to 7. Then 5, then 5, then 12, then 3 and 60 to 70. Yes, we are going correct. You should use scale and pencil for it. Don't just draw by a rough hand. 1, then 3, there is no student between 90 to 100, so we will not draw any bar for it. So this is our histogram. It is very easy. So you have to remember one thing: if data is not started from 0, data is like 0 to 10, again I am repeating it, 0 to 10, like data, your data is starting from 100 to 200, 200 to 300, but there is no data between 0 to 100 na? So that's why we will put a symbol which will called as king. So this symbol is called as king. So if data is not started from 0, that time we will use a king symbol, then we can start our data from a particular point in equal class size interval. Then we can't leave between 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Okay, data should be constant. Thank you, students.